Much of Ag Day focuses on UTIA's efforts to curb our nation's dependence on foreign oil. The Biofuels Initiative recently moved one step closer to the day when Tennessee farmers will grow crops made into fuel. With a shovel of soil tossed aside, ground is broken on Genera Energy's new Biomass Innovation Park. It will be located on the same property as the new cellulosic ethanol demonstration biorefinery in Von Orr. The Innovation Park will essentially be a staging area and will provide harvesting, handling, storage, and transportation for crops and materials made into biofuels, namely switchgrass. Initially, some 50,000 tons of switchgrass will be processed here. Genera currently has contracts with farmers in 9 East Tennessee counties to grow more than 6,000 acres of switchgrass this year. Monroe County farmer Bill Shadden has 30 acres at his place.
Well, it'll really help the farmers around here, be some extra income for them as an extra crop that they can grow.
We really appreciate this broad coalition that's working together to add value to agriculture and to have a focus on agriculture. And I think in the long term, we can look for a lot of good things out of this research.
Genera has partnered with DuPont Danesco and UT's Institute of Agriculture in this project, part of UTIA's Biofuels Initiative.
We also will be pushing for programs that foster economic growth and rural community development, very important to our state of Tennessee, while sustaining our natural resources.
Tennessee's rural economy should benefit from this entire effort of making fuel from something grown in a field. The special guest of honor at the groundbreaking was Dallas Tonziger, the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Undersecretary for Rural Development. Mr. Tonziger believes we could see nearly 1 million jobs created nationally in the next decade in the ethanol industry, and says there's a strong connection between the emerging biofuel effort and rural economic growth.
It's incredibly important. I've seen it firsthand with the ethanol industry and what it can do for a community, creating jobs and bringing capital investment back into a community. I think it's just so important we create these kinds of jobs that are based on materials grown in rural America.
Genera leaders agree and see the Innovation Park as another step in creating a strong economy for rural Tennessee.
We're talking about taking something that right now we're buying at a gas station, and almost all of that money goes outside our state, many times outside of our country. Instead, we're going to be pumping all that money back into our economy, reinvesting it in our farms, reinvesting it in our communities, and so it just multiplies very rapidly.
The first phase of construction for the Innovation Park is set for completion by the end of 2010, in time to process materials from the fall harvest. You can learn more about this project at www.generaenergy.net.